Hello everyone and welcome to PM eVidya channel. You are also watching NCERT official. This time is for Sahyog, guidance for the mental well-being, and here we have got a beautiful topic to be discussed about, and it has got basically in some issues. So here we will try to understand with the help of this session. I've got a couple of experts with me. First of all, I would like to introduce Professor Kalpana Venugopal, and she is joining us from RIE Mesuru, I would say. I welcome you, ma'am.
Good evening, namaskar to all of you.
And along with her, I also would like to welcome Mrs. Pallavi Sharma. She is a practicing counselor, also joining with us. I welcome you, ma'am.
Good evening, namaskar.
If you have any questions, any query, you can get back to us on our telephone number because we got a couple of experts with us. So do share your queries if we have related to this topic, and send your questions, of course, through mail as well on sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in, which is the official mail ID for Sahyog session. You can call us on telephone number you can see on your television screen. This is the telephone number. It's 8800440559. So do share your queries. So without wasting any more time, we are going to start our session. So first thing we all would like to know, Professor Venugopal, if we can brief this topic. What does it mean, ways of society socializing in the pandemic? If we can brief this topic to our audience, please.
Thank you. Good evening and namaskar to all the viewers. Today we are taking up the topic ways of safely socializing in the pandemic. Why in the pandemic? First of all, let me start with the last part of the topic. Basically, during this pandemic, we all know that the usual socialization processes that we all were able to do earlier, we are not being able to do for the past 2 years, especially children. The children used to go out, play with their friends, visit school, in the school playground, sit in the library together. In the classroom, they were all hustling and bustling together, sitting in groups, holding each other's hands, running about. All this suddenly has stopped. That is because of our own safety. Because everybody around us, the elders around us, the adults around us, the teachers in the school, the parents at home, we keep telling the children that you need to keep a distance from each other, a physical distance, in order to stay safe from the pandemic, that is the COVID-19. Because of this, suddenly children have not been able to socialize. Now, what is the socialize? We all know that we have certain needs with us. And one of the basic need for all of us is to be friendly with each other, to be sociable towards each other, to experience emotions by sharing with each other. And today we are going to discuss how we can continue to stay happy with our friends, with our neighbors, with our pets at home, with our family members, with our classmates in school and our teachers. We can socialize, but very safely. So today we have with us a counselor who will be able to tell us how we are going to do this in a very safe manner so that we enjoy our friendship with our friends, we enjoy the socialization, at the same time we are very safe during the pandemic. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for briefing this topic to our audience, ma'am. If time will permit, I will definitely come back to you. Now, we should move forward now and try to know some more aspects about this topic of today's session. Ms. Sharma, we all know that this pandemic, suffered very badly each and every individual. So we actually tried to connected our loved ones. That so far so good. If we be connected, so we will be able to share our thoughts to the particular one. So how important is that, and why staying connected is important? Especially, okay, pandemic is the different thing, but staying connected, this is the basic rule. If we will be, then definitely our confidence level would be high, and definitely we will think our approach would have been totally different. So yes, the situation is quite awful. Under the pandemic situation, why it is important to stay connected?
Yeah, sure. So as Kalpana ma'am has said earlier, that in this pandemic we are not able to connect as we were earlier, connecting with each other and socializing. But we know that humans are social animals. We all have heard this. We crave connection from birth to the whole lifetime. We work in group, we connect with different people, which helps us to grow and learn. In this pandemic, as we spend more time in our home, cut off from families and friends to stop the virus, this lack of connecting physically can be mentally challenging. So the extended lack of contact may be tough for children as well as the adult. So to promote mental health and well-being, it's important that we stay connected. Just because we are physically distant from each other doesn't mean that we have to stay emotionally, we cannot stay emotionally close, or we have to stay emotionally distinct as well, or socially distinct as well. So maintaining a regular human connection is more important than ever as we move through these difficult times. When we are alone or in a problem and do not discuss our problems or concern with the people around and do not socialize with them, that make things worse and difficult for us. So connecting with others, families, friends, neighbors, cousins, helps us to stay positive, and we feel happy, and we also can fight the hardship and challenges with more ease, more easily. So it is very important to connect. Think of this time not as social distancing, but physical distancing instead. So we may be physically apart, but we need to stay socially and emotionally connected. Think about that you can serve others in a positive way. It's a good place to put our energy and put our thoughts to readjust thinking by asking questions like, can I make a call to our neighbors or a friends or a family? Or what can I do to help people which I care and love? Particularly the elderlies. They are all alone and we need to connect to them, right? Like grandparents and all. And create a sense of community so that we don't feel alone. We are all together in this. So there's a lot we can do to help to soothe each other and stay connected in this difficult time. So there are many ways to feel the sense of closeness and connectedness and staying physically distant. So I would like to also quote a proverb, which is, it takes a village to raise a child. So despite this pandemic, we shouldn't forget this, and it is very important to stay positive and mentally healthy and stay socially connected.
Actually, so don't do anything extra. Stay connected. Try to convey your thoughts to your loved ones, and try to get their informations as well. And if we can share your happiness to them, so definitely that happiness part come back to you as well. Thank you so much, Palviji. And once again, we all would like to from you how to get this, how to stay connected in this pandemic. Is there any strategy do you have? Is there any tips do you have? So if you would like to share to our audience some techniques or some tips, so that we can get actually socialize.
Yeah, sure. And this is the need of an hour. We should know some techniques and activities that can keep us socially connected. So let us throw some light on that one by one to stay positive and happy, so we can have some family time together. So make yourself free for family and siblings. Quality time should be spent with the family, where you can have some dinners or snacks together. You can play some board games. You can watch some movies together. Even listening to the music, which are interest of all of the family members, and have some dance moves as well. So spending time with the family can be one of the technique which makes you connected with the family, which is very, very important. The another thing you can do is create a sibling bond, a bond with your sisters, brothers, which will help you to connect better and socialize as well within the family. What you can do is you can do your assignments together.
Ms. Sharma, can we understand these things through the PowerPoint? If you can help us with.
Yes, sure. Let me just share the screen with you. I'm already sharing. Let me just share it once again. Maybe there is a technical glitch. So as I was saying, um, we should connect with the family. Is it my PPT visible to you now?
Yes, Pallavi, you have to move the slide.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes, go on.
so I was talking about sibling bond. You can connect with your siblings with doing some assignments, or you can ask for help if you have an elder sibling, or you can help your younger sibling in assignments, doing some creative work together, create something, whatever interest you and your sibling will be helpful, right? You can even play some musical instrument, you can make some videos together, and you can share with the others. So sibling bond is very important. Then use of technology. You can make use of technology to connect. We are using technology in different ways. Sometimes we are playing games, or we are doing several things, but how we can use it to stay connected is important. So make audio video calls to your friends on their birthdays or any special occasion that you have. That can be helpful. Otherwise, you can do some creative work, and as you do DIY, do it yourself, then you can make videos of that and share with your friends, family, cousins. It will be a great idea to do that. Or you can take updates that how they are doing, what the people around you are doing, maybe the neighbors, the grandparents. That might make your day or someone else's day as well, because you are checking on them. So it will be a good idea to give a call to just check on them. So connect with the group of families, friend. You can also make daily goals with your friends. Make daily goals, and then at the end of the day, give them a call, and then see that if they have accomplished it or not, or you have accomplished or not. If not, you can work on that, and if you have accomplished it, then it's really a good thing. So this you can do. The love notes you can write. You can go to the old methods of connecting instead of technology. You can write letters, you can write love notes to your grandparents, cousins, parents, and you can give it to them. Maybe you can keep them with you, or meet them when you are meeting them, and you can give them in person, or you can put outside their homes if they are your neighbors. You can just connect in any way by writing and handing over those letters or notes to them. It is also important to stay physically fit, and in you might have heard that there are officials and there are people, medical people, who tells that we need to stay physically fit. So in this pandemic, we can observe the distance of 6 feet, and we can do some physical exercise together, but always remember to have a distance of 6 feet, maybe skipping, maybe jumping, maybe cartwheel, anything that you feel is good for your physical fitness. You can do that by observing the distance of 6 feet. We can always hang out in our neighborhood. When I say hang out in a neighborhood, that doesn't mean that you have to go somewhere and then you have to hang out. No. You can create rangolis with the chalks and have a neighborhood rangoli. You can tell your friends or the neighbors in the neighborhood that everybody can draw rangolis with the chalk in front of their house, so that you can have a gallery walk of rangoli. So it will be beautiful to hang out there. You can also use washable markers and draw tic-tac-toe on the plain window pane, as you can see in the picture, right? So you can follow the social distancing, as well as you can play the tic-tac-toe with your friends on the window pane. Then you can also do some scavenger hunt, like treasure hunt we play. So it's a time of Diwali right now. So we can have some Diwali decorations or balloons or flags we can put up outside in our neighborhood, and then we can search them, and then we can play a treasure hunt. So these are the few ways by which we can connect socially. We don't have to really do some physical contact, or we need to be close together, but by maintaining the distancing, social distancing as a protocol, we can carry out these activities and we can stay connected emotionally and socially as well.
There you are, absolutely. If you will be a little bit creative, if we can do these kind of things while doing exercise, while creating something new like Rangoli, and you make some paintings as well, if you can keep yourself busy while doing these kind of creative things. So I think that's how you can also spend that offered time, and you can also get a better result out of it. All right, let's move further now. We have got some times more. So as for the conclusion remark, okay. I will talk about conclusion later. The fear which has been imposed to all of us, Ms. Sharma, how we can get rid of this, because we are talking about myself, I'm talking about myself, of a particular individual, because that fear which has been imposed, especially during that 1.5 year, that will take a lot of time to get rid of from their mind. So how, as we are moving to the new normal condition now, so how we need to help ourselves to get this new normal, to make this situation balanced.
Right. So to get adjusted to new normal, we need to first of all build in the self-confidence, right? So when we are socially connected, again I will say that we need to connect socially, right? So to fight this new normal, if we are connected socially and we share out, we just what we are feeling, what emotions we are going through, what are the thoughts going on, if we are sharing with our family and the friends, then it helps us to boost our confidence. It also improves our self-esteem. And you will be surprised to know that it improves our immunity as well and our body functioning. So see the power of connecting socially. It gives us so much. That's why we say that humans are social animal, to stay mentally fit and physically fit as well. There are a lot of things that happens within us if we are connected socially. As I said, it boosts confidence, it boosts self-esteem, it helps us to flow out our emotions, right, which otherwise pent up within us and will cause drastic worries for our mental health. So staying connected helps us to overcome all these things, right? So to get to know others' perspective, to get to know others' feedback upon ourselves will help us to overcome this challenges which we are facing in this pandemic, and we will be able to overcome them.
Absolutely. So self-confidence is the only key. You can use this, so you are not going to trouble anymore. You are not going to hustle any part of your life. Not about the pandemic situation. If you use this, if you will be confident enough, so I think you will be able to reduce all the problems by your own. Right. So so many things which has been talk about under this socializing in the pandemic situation, the ways of safely. But still, one more thing we need to understand. See, suppose is we are going to connect it with our loved ones, with our friends, with our society. But what is the benefit is coming out from there, being as connected? So that is the beneficial part we need to understand. And for this, I would like to go to Professor Kalpana Venugopal.
Thank you. When we talk of the benefits of being socialized, especially just now when you asked the question, the new normal, somehow we have created a kind of a fear psychosis, not just, because of the situation, but children have started getting very scared because we keep on telling them about them contracting COVID. We are not able to tell children that there is a way by which you can socialize and still stay safe. One of the things that I'd like to tell here is the importance that elders play a role over here. As parents or as elders at home or as teachers in the school, we need to allow children to socialize in a safe manner. For example, if it is on the physical, the PT ground, if there is a teacher around, it is nice to see children at least run around the field, move around in that place at a certain distance, but allow them to play. Even as parents, taking your children to the park, it is not an unsafe thing. It is very safe. You are there to monitor. Make sure that children are safe over there with their mask on, by using the sanitizer, keeping at a distance from where they are, and still they are able to get fresh air, see their friends also playing far off, but they do socialize in this way, playing with their pets and being with the family around is a great way by which you can make sure that they are still socializing. When we say that we are careful during the pandemic, it does not mean that we need to isolate children completely from their friends. We can use technology. We can use a lot of creative methods by which Pallavi has just spoken, the counselor. But also as elders, we also need to spend time with children. Socializing for children doesn't mean only going out and playing with friends. It means also about socializing with the family. Now, why is it so important? What are the benefits of it? We must understand that we are reading a lot now in the media about, and a lot of research that is going on, that it is causing a lot of anxiety in children, frustration in children because they are, there's a one-way track of the classes that are going on online. They have no friends with them. They are not able to communicate and share. All this causes a lot of anxiety. It can affect their academics also, because their cognition processes, their understanding of their lessons, everything gets affected. We are all social. We need to share our emotions. We need to share our happiness, our grief, whatever we are doing at home, our excitement. I have bought a new bicycle. I want to share it with my friends. Allow the child to go to the balcony, tell his friends across that he has bought a new bicycle. These are ways by which the child shares information, shares his excitement or her sadness. These are important emotions for the children to let out. When we allow children to let out, it is a big benefit for them, because it allows them to come back and refocus on their online lessons, their classes, to help at home, and to be happy and contented and more self-confident for the forthcoming. This new normal is a situation which is going to be there for some time, till we completely can overcome the pandemic. So parents have to be innovative. Teachers are always innovative in ways by which we can create situations where children can share, children can create. They create something, they can put it up on the notice boards in the school. Why don't we continue to have the assembly in a big ground, making children stand far off from each other, listening to the national anthem together? It is not that we have to stay completely cut off from the usual. We have to try to be as far innovative as possible so that we are able to help children overcome the loneliness, the sadness, and still be happy and confident that I am connected with the rest of the world around me. Allowing children to listen to the news, allowing them to share information on the phone is also one way. But there are other ways when the child comes to school, making a small greeting card, placing it on the teacher's table and telling the teacher to give it to her best friend. These are ways by which the teacher can encourage children, the parents can encourage children to stay connected. So there's a lot of benefit in still being connected, because it's going to take us some time to reach the actual normal way of life.
Actually, we don't have much more time, ma'am, so we need to wind up this session here. But thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for joining here, both the experts. Thank you so much, Professor Venugopal and also Mrs. Pallavi Sharma. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much all the viewers whosoever watching this program. But you don't need to go anywhere, because next program is also very, very important, and which is the nutrition value, malnutrition concerns among children. So that is very, very important. Stay here, don't go anywhere. So we will be right back here in a short while again. Stay tuned.